Alright, y'all. I'm in the middle of eating. This shit's comedy. These motherfuckers, Scooby Doo and the rest of the gang, and the rest of the Mystery Machine gang, right? They trying to go by any means to blame me for some shit I don't got nothing to do with. And if anything, I did the right thing all the time. You feel me? So these motherfuckers, right? They trying to be like, John's the puppet master. John's the puppet master. Didn't Gears openly admit to being the puppet master? Didn't he say that he used to puppet master me and I used to run around doing all these things for him and he's the grand puppet master and all of that? So if you're the grand puppet master, right? Why is everything going my way? Huh? Why can't you just puppet master them right the fuck back? Huh? If I'm the wave and you're the current, shouldn't you have like, you know what I'm saying, some sort of like, you know what I'm saying, something? Cause yo, you openly admitted on here to being the fucking puppet master of all puppet masters, right? So ain't no way that John, retarded face John, you know the retarded one, right? That's me. I'm so retarded that I puppet mastered everybody against you and against what you got going on. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because it seems like you're trying to play both sides of the fence and you're trying to claim both stories. You know what I'm saying? One, you the puppet master, and then two, today you trying to say I'm the puppet master and I'm the one that does all of this and does all the grand dividing. When you admitted to it, you can't have it both ways. And then my whole philosophy on this shit is if you're the grand puppet master, and let's say I did puppet master all this shit the way I wanted it to be, right? Why can't you just puppet master me the fuck back? Huh? Huh? Explain that one, smart boy, little boy, brainwashed boy. You got that little old lady. That old lady got you so wrapped around her finger that you brainwashed. You out here going bad in front of everybody. And the funny part is, you can't even see it. You don't even know that you look like a loser and a lame coming out here trying to blame me for some shit that I have no blame attached to. That's the funny part. I have no blame attached to this shit. Why nobody want to fuck with old decrepit over there? She's grimy, she's vindictive, and she's malicious. And guess what? You never got to know her on the level I got to know her on. That's why you went from being her partner and I skipped that to being her son. I had a way closer relate. She liked you more. She liked you more. But I had a way closer relationship. She was way more open with me. She had way more fun with me. She liked me and my personality way, way better. But for some odd reason, she has misplaced respect. Cause she'll have respect for people like you and Rocket and shit like that. And my whole philosophy was like, damn, do these motherfuckers call you on holidays? Do they actually care about you the same way I care about you? You know what I'm saying? Do they? And then I realized they don't. They don't. It's not the same. I actually care for her, like in a family sort of way. They care for her, and that's my friend, and I got love for her, and I got respect for her kind of way. Cool. But knowing the fact that she'll put other people on a pedestal that don't even fuck with her like that at all, and then people like me that be in the grungy with her is like the ones that she always gonna da, 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 da. Nah, I don't go for that. I smarten up real quick. I'm not as dumb as you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm smart enough to know that she told me shit that she would never tell you. You know why? Because it's against what you and what you believe in the people you're with. But she had no problem having those dialogues with me. Get me? And then when me and her talked, I never considered it talking shit. I thought I was talking to my friend, right? But she comes out here, everything I ever told her in the background on the phone, I was talking shit about somebody, according to her. But when she talked to me about the same, in the same breath, in the same people, in the same conversation, she wasn't talking shit. And most of the time, she agrees with me. You get me? That don't make no fucking sense. You motherfuckers is trying to make me the bad guy so bad. Look just like Varney. I told Varney read the fucking room because everybody out here feeling bad for me, acting like I took a loss. Shit, I didn't feel that way. I ain't feel that way, and I'm telling them to read the room without trying to guide them because they don't see what I see, and it's cool. But listen, once I knew they did that panel on me, I already knew that I'm gonna let them do what they gotta do because I didn't think they was gonna do it, and then after that, I already knew whatever come with it, I was gonna win. Period. Period. I'm sorry for thinking that way. I'm sorry for thinking that if you screw me and I did nothing wrong to you and I've been nothing but a straight up good, loyal fucking person to all three of you fucks, right? Of course I think that karma's gonna get you. Of course I think you're gonna lose at the end. Of course I think that. I've been doing YouTube for so long. You motherfuckers cannot take me off of here. And on top of that, you guys is light work. Vaughn is light work. I had her breaking down in mentals. You think I want to do that to her again? I ain't even mean to do it to her the fucking first time. You feel me? But she's so bold because she thinks she got Gears with her. Gears can't save you. Wake up. Gears can't save you. He can't even save Mr. Warner. Did Mr. Warner ever look this bad when she was with me? Or did she only look this bad when she got away from me? And she don't got nobody to blame no more for her fuck shit. You feel me? What up, Too Strong? And thank God you didn't answer that motherfucker's 21 questions. Because I don't know who the fuck he think he is. I don't know if he think he a prosecutor, a detective. I don't know what the fuck he think he is. He must have some sort of licenses that I don't even know about. He got to be a prosecutor or a detective. The way he comes up in women's shit and tries to ask questions about something that has nothing pertaining to him. And you know what's crazy? He wants to make you think that I was talking shit about Too Strong on the phone with him. He said some shit about cop and pleas. Man, I ain't never copped a plea in my life. You feel me? Cop a plea for what? For what? You feel me? He want to make some shit up and he's turning into a straight fucking liar. Straight liar. I put it on my son. I don't even know what he's talking about. And he's a clown. He's a fucking clown for even trying to make some shit up on me. Right? But what I will tell you is, and this is what he won't tell you. These are the three things that really happened. Mr. Warner cried on the phone because she was trying to get me on her side, and I wasn't on her side. I was on Mimi's side, and she felt hurt that I was on Mimi's side, and she fucking cried. He ain't gonna tell you that, right? And she ran off the phone. He ain't gonna tell you that she swore on her grandkids right in front of Gears that she didn't say that shit about Sinner in the Brill. And I had to swear right in front of him. After she swore, I had to swear right behind her and say, swear on my son, let him drop dead right now. Don't fucking play with me like that. My word is bond. My word is bond. Don't play with me like that. I ain't never played when it came to my son and my word. Everybody know that. You feel me? So I don't even play like that. So I did that. He ain't gonna tell you that part, right? He ain't gonna tell you that part neither. And he ain't gonna tell you the part how I never told Mr. Warner that Mimi and Too Strong said that they didn't want to have the conversation because of Vaughn. They didn't want Gears on the call and they didn't want to do it on a panel because they didn't want to be recorded. That's a fact. Once Too Strong said that, I remembered that. That's a fact. I forgot the panel part, but that was a fact. The other part about the when we was trying to connect each other on the phone call, there was nothing nefarious about that. It was literally that I got a new phone and my phone didn't have the three-way no more or the four-way or whatever the fuck I used to have. My last phone had super. I could put in anybody in the call. This new phone call, the new phone, it wasn't letting me merge or it wasn't letting them merge or it was basically somebody had to call somebody. We was all trying to figure out how to connect each other on the call. There was nothing nefarious about that. And even before I came into the conversation, I already knew the things that were that me and these people talked about, but it was minuscule shit. It was petty women shit that it wasn't even worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing to tear Mr. Warner down or make them not like her. If anything, we came into the conversation trying to squash it. Trying to squash it. I didn't know that it was gonna turn into we gonna blame Mimi. Once I found out that we was gonna blame Mimi, and then I realized who was telling the truth and who wasn't, I wasn't going. I was all for squashing it. I was never for throwing Mr. Warner under the bus. I was never for throwing Mimi under the bus. Too Strong, Vaughn, none of them. And this is even after the shit with Gears. Even after the phony fucking shit that happened with Gears, I still gave them a good report to these women. I said, nah, we need a witness on the line. Somebody that's gonna tell the truth in case somebody gets caught lying. We need a third party there that's gonna keep it real and tell the fucking truth. And the situation that happened with me and him, I was under the impression that he didn't know the truth. That's why he's doing what he's doing. He don't really know what the fuck is going on. So I can't really be too mad at him. He's taking up for his partner. He don't know that she fucking lying, but I do. But I fucking do. You feel me? So I just look at him like a little pawn. That's it. Yo, yo, hold on. Let me chew this, y'all, real quick. Let me see your phone real quick so I can see my go to my community wall. Oh wait, I can use the baby phone. Can you do this password shit? I don't know how to do this shit. It's clear, yo. You got a fucking pattern password. Yo, and you know what's crazy? They trying to put it in people's heads that I was trying to get people to fight each other. Bro, why the fuck would I not want Vaughn on the call when Vaughn's a part of the situation? And on top of that, I was getting a tattoo. I dropped down into Vaughn's live and I tried to squash it. I had, yo, let's get off this and squash it. And she agreed. So why wouldn't I want Vaughn a part of it? This is what I'm saying. This is what a big question mark is. Why would Mr. Warner tell Vaughn that I didn't want her part of the phone call, or I said that Mimi and Too Strong? Mimi and Too Strong never told me that, and I never told Mr. Warner that. Vaughn, this don't make you put a big question mark on shit right there? Why would they tell you something that's not fucking true? I could put it on my son. Why would they tell you something that's not fucking true? Why would she tell you I said that they didn't want you on the call when they never said that? Why would she tell you that when I never said that? Tell her to swear on her grandkids that I told her that. And I'll swear on my son right now that I never told her that. And then make sense of it. For what reason would I tell her that? Let's say you're going with what she says. Try to make logic of what she's fucking saying. What purpose would that serve for me not to have you on the line? And how does that make sense when I clicked on your panel on your link and try to get you to squash it and shut your live down so it wouldn't go far? Make sense of what the fuck is going on, please, Vaughn. You make me want to shake you through the fucking internet and tell you to wake the fuck up. Straight up. This shit is crazy. This is crazy. Hold on, let me go to my page, cause yo. And then when I come on the shit, I'm thinking like, hold on. I'm thinking we all gonna squash it, right? So thinking like, hold on, I'm trying to get to my community. Well, I'm trying to think that we are trying to squash it. But then when I feel like the shit is being pushed on Mimi, that's when I start feeling a certain type of way. And I start jumping back and forth from call to call, right? Roll a blunt. Oh, light it. Make me another one when you come back. Look, when they start jumping on, I wasn't on the call with everybody. Like when I was on the phone call and somebody would call me, all I would do is pick up the other line. So they're trying to make it seem like I'm calling everybody, being mixy and all of that. Nah, this is all in the same time period. If I'm on the phone with, all right, so this is what happened with Vonnie. I'm on the phone with Vonnie, and then Mimi will call me, and I'll be like, hold on, Vonnie, and then I'll switch over the line. And then Vonnie will get off the call. I say, Vonnie, I'll call you back, and then Mr. Warner called me, and then I'll switch over the line, and then I switch back. The whole time I was talking to them, it wasn't a hang up pickup type of thing. I was on the phone literally for hours. People were calling me while I was on the phone with this person. I switch over to the other line. Yo, da 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 da. Switch back over, or yo, call me back. I gotta talk to them real quick. That's what the fuck was happening. What up, everybody? I'm gonna say hi to y'all after. Let me just square this out real quick before my son get here. I don't want to be too crazy in front of him. And we was not on the phone for hours with her clueless ass. No, this shit was real quick. This shit was like a back and forth type shit. Like after the argument, There was no backbiting. It was literally we couldn't have Too Strong and Mr. Warner on the same call together. So that's why I was jumping back and forth. And honestly, I was on the same call with one of them. When I stayed on the call with Mimi, Mr. Warner hung up. When I got on the phone, Mr. Warner, I would jump back and say, "Hold on, I'll call y'all back. I'm talking to them." But I wasn't. When I was on the phone call, yeah, I passed information back and forth because Mr. Warner was lying. And I got fed up with the lying because I clearly just came from a call with Mimi and Too Strong where they just mentioned some shit that I know to be true. And then we get on the call with Mr. Warner and she's lying about it. And I'm like, I'm telling her she's lying about it. I'm telling her there's a video of her lying about it. And then she's telling me, really, John, you're gonna believe Mimi and them over me? And I said, there's nothing to believe. She's fucking telling the truth. Like, what the fuck? She's telling the fucking truth. Like, what the fuck? What you want me to do? And I feel like, yeah, she got offended, start crying, whatever, got off the phone. But it's like they trying to make it seem like I was gone. And then the whole thing about Mr. Warner and John's gonna take my side anyway. Mr. Warner said that on a live right before that phone call. She said, John's gonna have my back anyway. That's what they don't know. And then that shit came back around to me when I was switching over on the line. I didn't say that to them. They said that to me. Vaughn said that John and Mr. Warner is gonna fucking be together regardless. And once I heard that shit, I was more offended. I was way more offended because I wasn't trying to throw her under the bus. I wasn't trying to convict her or nothing. I just wanted to squash it out. Even if she was to blame, I didn't care to blame her. I just wanted to squash it out where nobody got blamed, not Mimi. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it would have been a situation where nobody would have got blamed, then it would have been cool because nobody was blaming me at the time. Nobody was blaming me at all. Nobody blamed me until after. Yeah. And her Too Strong argument, that's some shit that just happened. Nobody knew that was gonna fucking happen. That's just some shit that just happened. You know what I'm saying? It was really between Mimi and Mr. Warner. And that's where the story lied. You feel me? That wrong, John Frank. You said to us, Vaughn told hold on. I don't know what you're saying. I'm just gonna drop the link so you could listen. If I say anything wrong, stop me and correct me right there on the spot. Stop me and correct me. Or if you think I lied about something, anybody, anybody thinks I'm lying about anything, expose the fuck out of me. I give you permission to expose the fuck out of me. If I played any nefarious role in this shit, expose the fuck out of me. That's what I say to all parties and people that are not even involved that know information pertaining to the situation. Damn, I can't drop my link too strong. Hold on, I'm gonna drop it on my community wall. Give me 1 second. Sometimes it lets me drop it, sometimes it don't. Too strong. Go to my community wall and the link's right there. That's wrong, John Frank. You said to us, Vaughn told when Mimi and her was on the phone. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna wait for you to come up here real quick and just clear me or get understanding of what you're saying. I don't want no wrong. I don't want no. Cause I don't want nobody to be confused. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going not like you, fam. I rock with who I rocks with. Period. Facts. I like your style, Scorpio. What else? What's up? My
Hey,
bad. I didn't understand the question because you know I'm like a 15
when
second
we got
delay.
on the phone call, you was like, Mr. Wonder really think I'm gonna take her side. She really think I'm gonna take her side. We didn't tell you that. You told us that.
So you didn't tell me and that's what I wrote to you in the thing. That's what I wrote to
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I
Um.
said the same thing. Yeah, I said
Okay.
y'all
Yeah.
came to me and told me Vaughn saying that
That
y'all
was
gonna
and
be
that was
on
the
the.
phone call that was
So you saying that
afterwards
happened after?
when we got on the panel and we said that didn't happen
So you
beforehand.
saying that happened
Am I
after?
wrong? Yeah.
I don't know,
You
cause that's
after
what that because I felt like y'all said it to me first from Vaughn, and then once y'all
no.
said that, that's when
Because
I
we
was
didn't
like, that's
never
when I
talk
got
we didn't
mad.
talk to Vaughn. We didn't talk
Because
to
why would
Vaughn
I say it to y'all first?
beforehand.
Because I got offended by it.
Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
Remember? Because yo, I was upset
Mimi.
once I heard y'all say that shit. I'm like, what? Because I felt like y'all started
Uh-uh.
thinking some shit about me, like I was on her side. And keep it real, I was in the middle. And I told you even way
Mm-mm.
afterwards, I said, yo, keep it real. If I was cool with her and I knew she was wrong in the situation, no lie, I would have covered it up for her too. But I wouldn't have slayed John in the process if I was on her
Yeah.
side. Didn't I tell you
Yeah.
that?
Ask me. Yeah.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
so if y'all say that, that ain't nothing but a thing though. That don't really
Yeah,
change
I'm
nothing in
telling
the
you what,
story. But I
it
get
really
you.
don't change nothing. Yeah,
All
because
right.
we discussed that on the panel, but that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to get there because I'm tired of this story being it didn't grew
Yo,
legs
but
and
wait,
it
wait,
became
stay up
something
here real.
totally different.
Open this for me again, babe. I just want you to read. I want to read these through these things that I wrote on my community wall, and maybe I can
Yeah,
run through them in like 5 minutes. Cause I don't really want to be on here with this shit all day. Honestly, I
yeah,
already
because
put
it's
too much
dumb
time
at this
into it.
point.
Yeah, and yo, honestly, I think Vaughn's paranoia had a play in it. I don't know if Miss Warner came into this shit trying to blame me, or she came to that conclusion after Vaughn put stuff in her head of what Vaughn believed. Because I'm listening to the first 30 minutes of Vaughn shit, and I've come to the conclusion that Vaughn believed a lot of things that were not true, and she fucking ran
Right,
with it. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And that's not fair. And
right,
I don't know if she
right.
put in Mr. Warner's head because that's what made me feel a certain type of way towards Mr. Warner when I felt like she was trying to blame Mimi and I felt like Mimi wasn't to blame for this shit. I ain't feel no sort of way until I felt like
The
the
fallout,
conversation was going.
like I said, we had a
Uh,
phone conversation. I told her she shouldn't go live on you. The argument was initially not about you because she was like, I want to be messy and I feel like
let me go light up.
y'all stifling me, y'all want to control me, da da this, da da that, or whatever. But I was like, well, go ahead and do what you want to do, or whatever the case. I just don't want to be a part of it, or whatever. So we get to arguing back and forth. The fallout has nothing to do with Mimi. The fallout has nothing to do with Tawana. The fallout has nothing to do with you. What me and Vaughn said on that argument came out of both of our mouths,
The
and
shit
it
between
wasn't
real
put.
and before that, right?
Though the stuff with real happened in January. This argument happened in December. This when the
Well,
initial
can I read this to
uh
you? Did you read my two things that I put? The two timestamps of the first 30 minutes?
what you say? I
All right,
seen it
so
on your community wall, but I didn't get it.
all right, this is going off what Vaughn said. And this is how I come to my conclusion right here. Just listening to Vaughn's truth, right? Timestamp
Mhm.
8:30. I didn't write nothing for that one. But for 10:18, it says Vaughn started a group chat with Mr. Warner and thought it was a play. John had no clue about nothing. I had no clue about this play. I had no clue about the fake play or whatever. I wasn't involved in it at all. Zero. Do
Yeah.
you know that to be true or not?
I know that can be the truth because
All
when
right.
it happened, well, I got a question to ask you. Uh, uh but when after that, after the fake play on the 22nd, didn't Mr. Wanna reach out to you and tell you that it was some stuff going on behind the scenes with all of us? Watch the
Before
community wall.
the
No,
November
it was
shit or
not. No,
before?
it was not before. It was in November because she said she
Oh,
called you for Thanksgiving
no, I
or
called
whenever
her
it was.
probably. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, she
Yeah,
did tell
okay.
me that. She
Okay, then
started telling me
so
all y'all business and I ain't asked her about it.
okay, so then I just wanted to prove that we was already made up. It wasn't no issues or no arguments going on because that's when the play happened. That's all
But
I
I
wanted
don't
to
know
say.
that, right? Do you know that I know that? Because me and
No,
Mimi wasn't
no,
talking.
no, you did not know that you found out because of Mr. Wanna not through Mimi.
Oh wait, matter of
That's
fact,
true.
me and Mimi was talking that. Me and Mimi stopped talking around the time the shit happened. After. All right, I'm not trying to
Yeah.
confuse the storylines.
No, but you didn't. You wasn't talking because on the phone, Mimi, y'all had a little issue spat. Whatever happened on the panel with when we was all up there arguing or whatever the case may be. That whatever
Oh,
that was, and y'all was not talking because you was
oh.
mad at her. Yeah.
All right, so let me go to number three. At 15:07, Vaughn said she knew Mimi was acting funny. At timestamp 15:22, and she wasn't trying to reconcile. Right. So number four is 15:47. These are the timestamps. If anybody think I'm wrong, right? Vaughn says no. I didn't want y'all to beef, but I didn't want Miss Mimi lying to y'all. Hold on.
Lying to us about what? I wish Mimi could hit the panel because I want to clear it up, and I'm done with it after this. You had a slow coat saying that I said the mediation was a play. Wow. No comprehension skills.
You got mad at me, John Frank, because of the panel and block. Oh yeah, open this for me one more time. Because of the panel. Yeah, that's true. Because I was mad at the panel because I felt yeah. I remember. You right. I wasn't talking to her at the time. You right, too strong. That's twice I
Hmm.
wasn't talking to her. Both times. All right, I'm with you. Hold on. See, I like it when we all get together and get it right. And yo, Vaughn, I don't got enough. If you got questions for me, write them right there in the comment section. I don't got to be your friend, but ain't no way people gonna make me out to be a fucking liar. That's all my point is. You feel me? That's it. You could believe, just don't make me out to be your liar. All right, hold on. All right, so let me read that again for my phone call came. Vaughn said, no, that was the next one. It says, Vaughn says, no, I didn't want to beef, but I didn't want Miss Mimi lying to y'all. Is that what you was asking about? Or go to the next one?
What you say? Say it again.
Vaughn
I
says,
didn't hear
no, I
you.
didn't. Vaughn says, no, I didn't want y'all to beef, but I didn't want Miss Mimi lying to y'all.
I don't know what she was talking about. Miss Mimi lying about what though?
She
What
keeps
did she
talking
lie?
about going to Miss Sawana. She kept trying to say that Mimi was talking shit about you, and and she was probably talking shit about her, and she was going to Miss Sawana talking about you, and she wanted to let you know.
Well, Mr. Warner did tell Mimi, don't call me no more and talk about Amanda. So I don't know how many conversations Mimi and Tawana had.
I'm just going off what Vaughn said. Vaughn saying she didn't want Miss Mimi lying on y'all. And then at 16:08, Mimi was recording. Everyone was recording, and then I wrote, "Huh, confused." But I already heard y'all explain that when I further
Yeah.
listened, that y'all
Uh,
already
uh,
had y'all set things to record. And then Vaughn thinks as Mimi Vaughn thinks they, as in Mimi and Too Strong, recorded her. So in the beginning of her live, she's still unsure and paranoid. That's why she asked you when you got up there, did you record me? And you said only the stuff pertaining to what we agreed to. Because before that, she was thinking that y'all record a bunch of shit. So she was panicking.
mm. Did she?
So yeah, she says Vaughn thinks they, as in Mimi and Too Strong, recording her
Mm,
more than what y'all agreed to.
mm.
But you basically cleared that suspicion up when you came up there and she asked you. You get
Right.
me? She
Yeah.
basically. But I'm only halfway up. I'm only up to 2 hours and 30 minutes because I'm breaking this shit down for real. All right. So the next one is 1803. Accuses people of recording her for Mad Day. Paranoid Vaughn. So she was basically saying that she thought that one of you twos or both of you twos recorded her for a day like this to use it against her. So this is all her
No.
paranoia. This is why I keep trying to point out this is what she thinks and what she goes off of. All right,
We got
1908. Vaughn says Too Strong has made up her mind, waiting for her to calm down to explain it to her. Then I wrote Vaughn forcing her narrative on Too Strong against Mimi. That's what I wrote as my note, right?
mm-hmm.
But that's basically she's basically saying that she's trying to tell you something. You ain't trying to go along with what she said, or you're not agreeing with her, and she feel like you're not listening to her. But basically, is you just didn't agree with her. But she felt like when you calm down, she'll be able to talk to you. Now I'm up to 1944. Now I know why Mimi did what she did. Why would Mimi lie? Vaughn's answer is because too strong. When you tell her the truth, she gets angry, hollers, and yells, and talks people into submission. You can't say that you mad at Mimi for lying on Too Strong, and then 2 minutes later say, I understand why she lied. It's like you playing both sides of the argument. You know what I'm
No,
saying? To me.
I didn't say Mimi was afraid of me, but then I heard that on the panel, Unspoken said that Vons was coming back telling her Mimi was already talking about me before like any of this came to play. Like when Vons first came over, when we first made back up, that
Yeah.
Vons was talking about me. I mean that Mimi was talking about me then.
All right. All I could tell you is I couldn't tell you what Mimi and Vaughn talked about, or Mimi and
Yeah.
but I could tell you what I talked
Yeah,
about with
that's why
Mimi, and I
that's
could tell
why
you when it come to John, she didn't do that. That's all. I couldn't
yeah,
tell you what Vaughn and Mimi talk. I'm not going to take away her experience, but I tell you mine was not that. So
yeah.
that's all I know. But yeah,
So I
no one.
yeah.
Yeah, no, no. Look, the next one was
The
20
link is
minutes
on
and
his
30.
community wall, Mimi.
The next one is 20 minutes and 35 seconds. No one gonna trust you too strong, and that's why Mimi don't trust you. Mimi is scared of you. She's so scared. She lied on Vaughn.
I don't know none of Mimi's information. And the stuff that I do tell, I would never come back. I told you, our husbands talk. We talk. I would
But,
never do that. Mimi ain't,
but she over
she
here
ain't
pushing
say,
this narrative that you don't like her.
yeah.
I'm
What?
not
Why
pushing
would
that
I not like
narrative,
Mimi?
and I don't even know this to be true because Mimi got love for you.
Yeah. So I don't understand that. Have we argued? Have Mimi been in her feelings about some stuff that went on? Yes. That's true. That's true. But that ain't nobody, that's not fear.
I ain't never thought Mimi was scared of you until Mr. Warner put it in my head.
Okay,
I
I'm
swear to
hungry now.
God, on
I don't
God.
have long, y'all, because
I
y'all
ain't
know.
never thought that about Mimi from what she told me personally. And I told Mr. Warner that. I said, Mimi never made me feel like that. And then also, I told Mr. Warner, I mean, I'm telling Mr. Warner now, or I'm saying it now. Mimi never said nothing bad about Mr. Warner. And Mr. Warner, Mimi, Mr. Warner never said nothing bad about you, ever. I told you this. I said she
I
never
don't
said
know
nothing.
where this is coming from, and I'm
No,
so
because I'm going to get
sick
to that
of.
line when Vaughn says it.
Yes,
Vaughn
but
says that,
hold on, Frankie. Y'all know
yeah.
I ain't got much time. Y'all both know the situation. You know, I got a death in the family, whatever. But anyway, when what Unspoken was talking about, remember when you and Vaughn fell out and y'all wasn't talking. Me and Vaughn wasn't talking either. I didn't start talking to Vaughn until remember I kept telling you. Remember I kept trying to get y'all to talk. Please talk
You,
to her. Too strong.
what you
Remember
talking
that?
about? You
Remember
talking
that.
about after
Wait,
you got after she got baptized, that's when you start talking to her.
right.
When you were
Remember I said something keep pulling on my heart to call
yeah,
her. And I just
right,
called Vaughn after clear
right.
blue sky. Hadn't talked to her in forever. So I don't know what she's talking about. Well, unspoken talk. Well, unless she just told unspoken something, because I wasn't talking to unspoken. I mean Vaughn. You understand what I'm saying? During that
Uh,
time, I was not
uh,
even talking to her at all. Okay. So then I called and she was
uh,
telling me about her baptism. I telling her how happy I was for her, yada yada yada. And from there we went on. So I don't understand where she says that I don't know that we had problems. Did we argue for some fight in the back? Yes, we did because we're females or we're friends. Did I vent to Vaughn? Yes, I did. I don't think I vented to Miss Tawana. I ain't gonna say I don't think. I know I didn't. Miss Tawana said it. She just said Mimi was upset that Too Strong didn't support her channel. So where all this is coming from, I don't know. And I am so so sick of it. I don't know where Vaughn said. I start acting funny. I told them when me and Miss Tawana had our last talk, she said we worked through it. When she said she knew why I was upset because of the LTG stuff, and I just wasn't. I didn't tell you I was mad, and I didn't tell Vaughn how I was feeling about how Mr. Tawana kept making me feel because every time we had a conversation in the back seemed like that kept being an issue. So I was
Right.
feeling a certain type of way. And even though we smoothed it over, I kept, talking, and I was still trying to get you and Vaughn ultimately. Somebody's phone got static. I was ultimately trying to get you and Vaughn to talk again. And then when they kept saying, what was it that she said? Remember when I tried to get you on the phone and you said, no, I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
And then
It
I
was,
came back and Miss Tawana did cuss me out and said, why she don't want to talk to me? Why the fuck she don't want to talk to me? She been talking to me. Yes, she did. She did go
yeah.
out. And she felt
Yeah.
like that I had told you something and I hadn't said anything.
No.
Anything. All this talking that they keep thinking I'm
That's a
doing,
guilty
it wasn't
mind.
like I
Yeah.
hadn't said anything. She could not understand why you didn't want to talk to her.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, please talk to them too strong. You wouldn't talk. You said
Yeah.
no, no, I'm not talking. You kept saying no.
Yeah.
And like I told Vaughn, once too strong gets something in her head, until God tell her to move, she not gonna move. If she don't want to talk, she not gonna talk.
But my
Did I
thing
say you
is,
was? But I'm gonna go ahead
my
and quit.
thing,
Wait a minute.
go
Did
ahead.
I say you was territorial? Yes, I did. With friend, I said too strong, little territorial with her friends. So what was so detrimental that they act like I was just really low rank? You like, oh, she a low down dirty. No, it wasn't nothing like that. I was just voicing. You know what I'm saying? It was
Mhm.
never like that. They act like I was low rating you, just dragging you and just talking about you. Man, that's crazy. And then she said, oh, she believe unspoken. I said that. I believe she tells some truth about all of us. And do I believe she don't tell the truth or she exaggerates? Yes, I do. I told you that. So what else is there that I need to say?
Wait, I get to that part after you said that to her, she started thinking the worst about you. I didn't get up to that timeline. I'm about to get up to it right now. But you told her something about unspoken, and that triggered her. And once you triggered her, she thought either Too Strong put that in your head or you put that in Too Strong's head. But now y'all listening to unspoken about her, and that's what kind of made her go left. And I'm not
Oh,
saying that for me. I'm quoting her because I took the time to fucking quote her, not verbatim, but quote exactly what she's saying. If
oh,
you
She
bear
talking
with me
about
one
this when
second,
Mimi told her when on the
yeah.
phone, it was like unspoken tell some truths about all of us. That's what Mimi said.
And
I
if you
said
listen
that.
to her live in the first 30 minutes, she gonna tell you how that triggered her and made her
Oh,
start looking at y'all a certain way and thinking that it was
well,
something
she should have
conniving
told
going on.
me. She should have said
Yep.
something to
Did y'all
me.
not watch her video the first 30 minutes? Because it's all in there.
I haven't watched it. I really hadn't watched it. Like I said,
Well, I
I had.
was on the panel. I got it, but I got tired of hearing the shit because the shit ain't the truth. And then when you come up there and try to talk, Mister Wanna try to control the situation because she don't want the truth to be told, and she talking and she jumping from here to there instead of just going in a straight timeline. That's my thing. Just go
Well,
how
Yeah.
it went, and it is what it
It's
is. You know what
yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
like
yo,
it's all like at this point, and then she kept saying, Miss Mimi losing her memory. It's some things that she said that she don't remember saying.
we all don't remember. Listen, I have to
Nobody
have my memory refreshed in order for me to get it. I'm sorry, but that's the way it
but
worked with
she's
me.
acting like I'm saying something to like
It don't matter. Once you jumpstart my memory, I
whatever
know
happened.
everything.
Please
We
tell them too
old. What the
strong
fuck?
that we
It don't.
hold on,
What?
Frankie. Please tell them too strong. What have we talked about everything?
Yeah.
Are we
What
talking?
you talking?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you feel like you need to ask me in the front? Because I am so sick of this.
Wait, can I do these next five questions real
Wait a
quick so
minute,
y'all
just
can
hold
answer
on.
them?
I ain't got a lot of time, so I'm just
No,
trying
I
to
know.
talk to
Y'all don't
my
even have to
friend.
answer them right now. I just want to read them. And if you feel like
Okay.
stopping, you stop. It's only five. And it's
Hurry
only the
up.
first two screenshots.
Okay.
All right. So at 2035, no, I said that one. 2050, the recording. No, we
I'm
did
just
that one. Recording our common accuser. No. All right. So now the second one, the 2230. Who is provoking you into exposing everything? She was talking to Too Strong. Now let me read the last two. 2630, Vaughn offended. They think she on the phone with Real and she with God now. Vaughn thought that they thought she was being thotty. That's my word. She didn't say that. And she didn't want people around her that think that way of her because she speaks to them freely. And then the last
Okay,
one
who
was
was with some niggas on the phone? Who said that?
her out her mouth.
we ain't
No,
never said that. I ain't
20,
never
look, the
said that.
timestamp 26.30. She said it.
that's that
I ain't
guilty
never
damn
said she
conscience,
was a
Vaughn.
I ain't never
That's
said Vaughn was a thought. I ain't never
A
talked
lot
about
of
her.
no, she
what
didn't
she
say
talking
that. I
about.
said that. But she
Oh.
said y'all basically accusing her talking to niggas and thinking she was like that, like acting thotty.
No, we
That's what she was trying
wasn't.
to
That
imply.
wasn't even that
When?
wasn't
A 2630, her last video.
that was
When?
that
Because
wasn't
I
it.
didn't get that when she
Over
said that.
over the shit about real.
That even wasn't even why you hit the panel. And
No,
Vaughn
that's
know
the,
this.
and you
God,
alive, bro. That's not even why I hit the panel.
y'all
And
keep
if
What
I'm
you
going
talking
bugging,
about?
somewhere.
I think
I got the timestamp right here for you. If it's not 2630,
I
it's
don't think you be
2620.
talking to. I don't think she be talking to niggas.
We
That
ain't
ain't none of my damn business if she
Yo,
do
and she
be talking
clearly
to
said it
niggas.
throughout the video until you came up. She's like, "Yeah, I kind of got mad because I'm thinking they
we ain't
think this
never
about
said
me."
that.
Nobody
And she
ain't
even
said she
quoted,
talk to no niggas.
I
She
ain't
know
never
why.
thought no type of way about Vaughn. And I ain't never judged her on nothing. I ain't never judged her. And I always
That's
take people at
crazy.
they word at what they say. I ain't never talked about that girl in no negative. I ain't even talked about it in no negative way to you like that. Too strong. What is she
But
talking about?
my thing
"Not to me
is,
neither."
we said we was disappointed. I ain't gonna front.
Yes,
I was
that part.
disappointed. But
Yes.
then you kept talking to her. I wasn't talking to her. Did I stop you from talking to Vons?
No,
Did I
no,
tell you to pull away from Vons? Did
no,
I tell you not to trust Vons?
no.
Okay, well, I told you that I wasn't fucking with her no more because that's
Right.
what
No,
I
and
said.
I kept
So,
thinking I could get y'all. I said they'll be all right. This is kind of like me and your thing. Y'all fuss, y'all say things, and then we'll get back cool. That was my thing. But then, like I said, the issue with Mr. Warner, we kind of smoothed it over. I was still in my feelings. Nobody can tell you, even though you forgive people, people can't tell you when you get over something. They can't tell you about your experience. So I just kind of fell back, and I think I talked to Vaughn on Christmas, asked how they was doing, and then I don't know remember what happened after that.
Well, I got a stupid question for you. Did I
Yeah.
ever try to convince you not to be cool with Vaughn?
No,
I just threw my hands in the air for the fuck of it, just because she's that fucking dumb sometimes. I just want to throw that out there, because
nobody was
yo,
trying to make me feel a way about Vaughn. I was not
if
trying to make
anything, if
you.
you listen to her, she felt the way about you because
Yeah, she
of
felt the
you
way about
going
me
to Mr. Warner about Too Strong. That triggered another one of her paranoias that
because
you was
I
hating on
asked,
Too
and
Strong.
I'm gonna clear this up one more time about the mediation. I asked Mr. Warner to mediate the issue with all of us in the background. Okay, then Vaughn explained it. I got off the phone. My husband called like he does many times during the day. So Vaughn said she called Mr. Warner. So when they called back and then we called Mr. Warner, I'm thinking we all gonna just have a conversation. We gonna talk. The mediation turned into both of them attacking me to where I'm not knowing which way is freaking up. And you know
mhm.
that, sis. And then finally, I said, well, I said, I didn't call her, but then hell, I mean, seriously, but it wasn't like I was trying to like lie and like hide something. Oh, no, I didn't call her. It wasn't like that. Hell, I was damn all discombobulated. Somebody tag teaming you, and you did say on that phone call in front of both of them, Mimi, you see this shit? And I said, yeah, sis, I said it. I mean, I
Thank
see it, and
you
I
for
felt
clearing
kind of,
that
I
up
was
because I
feeling
forgot
kind of,
about that.
yeah,
I
I was
forgot
feeling
about
kind
that.
of sad at that point. Hell, I felt broken. I was like, well, damn, I must be really fucked up Vaughn feeling the way. You know what I'm saying? And
And
you
y'all,
said
this
that
all happened in one day. The play, the
yeah.
mediation, and
That's
all
the
that. All
humiliation
this
rituals
shit
they be
happened.
doing.
All this shit happened in one day. How do you come in and mediate and then y'all just start fighting? I was like, what the hell is going on?
And you said right, because she came in. She said, "Well, we gonna talk to you." With they asked,
Yeah.
I don't know if she said they or Mimi. I don't know what she said. But anyway, to mediate, and you were blindsided, and I took accountability for that. I'm sorry that you felt blindsided. I should have told you in advance. That's my bad on that. But you
Uh-huh.
still didn't take it
That's
the way
true.
you could have. You still didn't take it the way you could have took it. You could have cussed me out at that
No,
point.
yo, you a G for that. No, listen, the way you handled that situation, I told other people about that. I said, yo, if people handle shit more like too strong, it wouldn't be a lot of fuckery going on. I
The
actually
word
told Uni
says
that
if you
the other
got an
day.
out against your brother or sister, try to sit
I
down
was
and
talking to
talk to
Uni.
them.
I said, Too Strong is a real one. Because she could have let Mr. Warner got in her ear and she could have got mad about whatever they was trying to put in her ear. But she didn't. She handled it like I would want a friend to handle me if they was my friend.
Yeah.
That's how I would have I told just like 2 days ago I talked to Uni about that shit. I was like, yo, that was some G shit. Like to me it's universal. Like, I feel like you took the power from her because she was trying to spin you against her real quick. You know what I'm saying? And knowing that she didn't
And
really
Too
say nothing
Strong hung up the
detrimental against
phone.
Too Strong.
She didn't like the way the call was going. Too Strong said, Mimi, when she said, Mimi, you see this shit? And she listened a little bit more and she hung up, Too Strong hung up the phone. And I was like, well, damn, my dumb ass calls back. Didn't catch the context clue. I'm thinking something happened to her phone. Hell, she hung up because she didn't like the way it was going. And I
That's
didn't
how
I
God
didn't
works.
catch and I didn't catch the clue. So that's it. That's all.
I'm a,
I
I'm a,
am done with this once and for all. Whatever you need to know, talk to the Lord about it.
no,
I'm
but
not
they think that
talking.
you making her not talk to Mr. Warner, and it's clearly on Too Strong. Too Strong seen some bullshit, and she wasn't going no more. And that was on her. That was on her own accord. It had
And
nothing
then
to do with
whatever
Mimi putting shit on her
conversation
home.
that she had,
Mimi was trying to get them to talk, and Too Strong said, "No, don't include me with them, please, no more, or I'm gonna get mad at you." That's it.
pretty,
Don't start
pretty
trying to put it
much,
on
pretty
Mimi.
much, pretty
That's
much,
it. Yo,
pretty
it's
much.
a nutshell.
Stop
That's it.
asking me to talk. Yeah, cause I know too strong, and
These
I ain't gonna keep
motherfuckers
pressing
feel
the
like
issue.
people not wanting to talk to them, they can't understand that shit. So who can't
Okay, too strong.
comprehend
What is it that
rejection?
you holding me hostage? That everybody think I'm so scared?
No,
What
That
listen, this is what it is. They think you put shit in Too Strong's head. That's what they holding against you. Or you put me up against them.
1 minute they say I'm the mastermind, I did it all. The next minute they say, "Oh, Mimi's so scared. Too strong gonna get her. She gonna tell all of her business." What business?
Not only that, you put me against everybody, but then later on they want to say I put everybody against everybody. So which one is it? The storyline keep changing.
Yeah,
Mimi got in my
I
ear. That's
yeah.
what they told me. Let me tell you something. Me and Mimi wasn't even talking both times you think that she got in my ear, whether it was before or after. Both times we were not talking. So when you think she was telling me shit, imagine me and her not talking. Vaughn confirming, saying, no, she got him blocked. They're not talking. So if I'm saying we're not talking, you saying we're not talking, Mimi saying we're not talking, how the fuck do later on you come to the conclusion that I probably told her something?
Man,
It don't make no
I don't.
fucking sense.
At this point, I don't give a damn. And that's just the way I feel about it. I don't care. Believe what you want to believe, Vaughn. I thought we were cool. Yes, we argued like any sisters or friend group did. I ain't gonna say I don't love you because and something, was to happen. I would feel horrible. I mean, I'm about to cry right now because I got a lot going on personally. Understand what I'm saying? But, ooh,
Wait, you
somebody
might want to
stop.
hear this last one before you go though.
Yeah.
2914. Mimi called Vaughn and said me and Miss T was looking for you yesterday, but Mimi's husband called, so Vaughn called Miss T. And then Miss T told her Mimi wanted her to mediate, and Vaughn told Miss T how they thought Vaughn was starting with ninjas and how Mimi is Two Face. The not the thought word,
I
but
never
everything
felt
else
that
was
way.
her words verbatim.
Well, whatever.
You
Believe
could
what
hear
I
it
yeah, yeah,
29:14.
yeah,
She
I did
believed that y'all was talking about her to Mr. Warner about
go
no,
ahead.
she brought that to Mr. Warner. That was her problem with you, Mimi. That she thought that y'all listened to UP and y'all thought she was thotting with ninjas and shit like that.
We ain't
Y'all
never
gotta
said
listen to it.
that.
Y'all can put everything
I ain't
together if
never
you just
said
listen to
nothing
her.
about her that she was. Man, I ain't never talked about that girl's character at all. About like with no men or nothing like that. I ain't too strong. Have we
No,
had
she
that
didn't
talk?
say you did. She said that's what she thought.
Oh well, I'm
She didn't
so
say you
done.
actually did it. That's what I'm saying.
Auntie, if my auntie had nuts, she'll be my uncle.
Well, if was a film, yeah, we all be drunk.
Yeah,
But
If my
if this
auntie
was the
had
y'all.
full.
nuts,
I love y'all. I'm gonna get off the phone. I'm done. This is it. That's it. That's all. I'm done talking. So it's whatever. I don't. Bonds. We've all moved on. You moved in your circle. We were never mad that you moved along with Mr. Warner. I can say for myself, I know I wasn't mad, and Too Strong already wasn't talking anyway.
yeah. So and then when I walked away, it was over and done with. I was through. It wasn't no scheming, no plan to expose her or whatever. But when you keep fucking with me, Vons, and you keep on lying and you come with these narratives and you keep letting the person overtalk you, me and you fucking talking. That was the problem. You always wanted to insert Mr. Warner. Mr. Warner don't know what the fuck going on. She only know what you told her because I didn't tell her shit about our friendship. She only know what you told her. And I'm saying, me and you have a fucking conversation, and she coming up in here, oh, and this and that, and this and that. Girl, I don't give a fuck if Mr. wanna put her dick on your forehead. That's none of my business. That's not none of my fucking business. I don't give a fuck what y'all got going on over there. I don't. I don't care about none of that shit. But don't say that I'm jealous or I give a fuck about anything y'all got going on. Because if it was like that, if I was jealous, I would want to be all in between it. If I
And
was
still trying
motherfucking
to
jealous
and still trying to come between it.
and still trying to come between it, I left and left y'all the fuck alone. You the one that kept on fucking talking. I think you was really jealous that Mimi walked away from fucking you and wasn't fucking with you. And it wasn't out on the account of me. That's what I think it was. And then you trying to make what happened before all this talking because this talking wasn't going on after the mediation. So I don't see why y'all trying to make it about what Mimi said and the reason why me and you fell out. That's what I want people to get. It's because what me and you said to each other, not what the fuck Mimi did beforehand.
Right. Yeah,
Can
y'all had
Mimi?
y'all fell out
I got a
about whatever
question for
y'all
you,
fell out
Cynthia,
about.
right here.
Uh,
I don't want to lose you when I got a
yeah, I'm
question
gonna get
for
a
you. Were you
go
on the
ahead.
phone call with me and Vaughn?
What phone call?
Remember when me and Vaughn first talked on the phone the first time? Was you the one that connected that call, or was it
Was I?
Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Warner?
Was it me? I don't know.
I
Was it
think
me?
me the right before. Remember when she went on the live and apologized to Mr. Warner?
No, no, no. Listen, she told me to call Mr. Warner, and I got Mr. Warner on the phone, and then that's. I think you came up on a panel. What? It wasn't no
No,
call.
before that, she got on the phone with me. How did she get on the phone with me? She didn't have my number. It had to be you. I don't remember how she got on the phone with me, but me and her was on the phone
Maybe,
talking.
maybe, and it ain't that I just can't. Well, what? Give me the context of what it was we were talking about.
She was going to apologize to me, and I stopped her from apologizing, and I said, "You don't owe me no apology." Her dumbass was going to
I thought
apologize
that
to me
happened
on
on
that
a
phone.
panel. Was it on a panel? Was it on a phone call?
It was on a phone call, I believe.
I'm pretty sure. I thought
I
that was
maybe
on a
she
phone.
remembers. I don't really remember. She could probably clear that part up. It don't really matter to me whether it
It
was a
don't.
back chat.
I don't care. I really don't care,
But
Vaughn.
my point
I love.
was,
I'm gonna
she
say
keeps
this.
saying
I
that she
love that
wasn't trying
girl.
to apologize to me, and I feel like somebody was on that phone call to
Yeah,
verify
yeah. I
that
remember that. I remember
was she
that.
trying to apologize to me or not, or am I crazy?
No, no, you weren't. She was. You said I'm gonna stop you right there because something, something, something. I kind of, I do have
Yeah, I
a
didn't
yeah,
let her apologize to me because I didn't want to make her feel crazy. I didn't feel like she owed me an apology. But the fact that she act
yeah.
like
You
she
said
wasn't
that.
trying to give me an apology is crazy to me because you definitely was. And on top of that, she makes it seem like I hit that panel to interrupt her and Mr. Warner's moment when I was just trying to re-say the shit I said on the phone so people won't make fun of her and be like, oh, you forgive the people that did worse to you. So I came up there to apologize to her in front of everybody, just like I did on the fucking phone. But she tries to make it seem like I came up there and interrupted her and Mr. Warner moment. Her and Mr. Warner already talked on the phone, you said, right?
Yeah,
So they did that shit for the public, right?
yeah.
So what the fuck you think I hit that link for? If we already talked.
Oh yeah, we did hit. We had, but we was all on that phone
She
call.
never
Like I
admitted
said.
that me and her was on that phone call. That's one. Cause she tries to deny it like she's embarrassed. Motherfucker, you should be embarrassed of your own life and not embarrassed of me. Straight like that.
Well,
Get a
I
I
mirror.
like
think
I
I was
said.
on that phone call.
Where are you,
What
sis?
happened?
I think I was. I was on that
I
phone
thought we
call
was.
too.
Yeah,
We
All I
was
know
all
is
on.
that girl definitely tried to apologize to me and I stopped her. And she's never acted like we've been on the phone together. She tried to hide that from the world and just make it up. I just called Mr. Warner and apologized. You's a fucking liar, bro. I don't know why you're so embarrassed by me, but your life is more embarrassing if you just look at it for what it
well,
is.
Frankie, let's
But
not do this. I'm gonna get off the phone because, like I said, I don't know. Listen. I wish everybody well. I wish nothing but the best for mine. I pray y'all go y'all way. Listen. I'm.
oh wait, the last thing. Did I
Oh,
apologize for calling her grandmother? Cause you was on that live. She said that panel, the Mr. Warner panel. I went up there and I apologized for calling her grandmother, knowing damn well that I was on y'all panel and y'all got into an argument with her. And then the back, remember when I got caught in the back and I heard y'all fighting over the grandmother situation?
yeah. I remember you was in the back. But we didn't know you was in the back until you told us
I know
you was
that,
in the
but
back.
what I'm saying is, I heard all of that. Y'all told her that he didn't call y'all grandmother, but she's saying that that day, that the Mr. Warner panel, that I went up there and I apologized to her for calling her grandmother. How can I apologize to you for something I never did? You fucking liar.
Well, she may be just getting things.
Did y'all hear me? I know she getting things confused, but she's so crazy. That's the whole reason she got into the argument with y'all. I'm over here
Another
swearing
thing,
upon my kids that I did not do that. And then she got mad at y'all. Y'all ended the live and y'all got into it because I think y'all said to her, I don't think he did that. And she started wigging the fuck off on y'all. And then you started wigging off on her. And then she got up out of there. Y'all didn't know I was in the back still.
No.
listen, listen, and another thing, you said you didn't want to be behind the scenes with me and Mimi because I was messy, because we was messy or whatever. But you expressed that you wanted to be, you like being messy. You want to be messy and all that. So that too, that don't match. How the hell you don't want to be behind the scenes because we was being messy? No, we was telling you not to be messy, and you said you didn't want to be controlled and you didn't want to be stifled.
Yeah.
That's what you said. But then coming out today, you saying that we was messy, but you told us you
You
wanted to be
going there?
messy.
Yeah. And that. And another thing. Oh my God, sis. Where in the hell? When did we ever? When I don't, man, on my mama, I didn't ask Mr. Wanna none of her damn personal business.
Mr. Warner hopped on the phone and was like, "Oh, by the way, I ain't got no husband." She the one that
When did?
volunteered that shit. And I ain't never asked shit about you. I ain't
Huh?
never got shit about you. But you got
Huh?
on the fucking live stream and said that you was receiving information on me. So it's all fair in love and war, right?
Did
I ain't
I ever
never said.
say that? Because Gears thinks I told y'all that. And guess what? She never
No,
told
she
me
got
that.
on the phone. She got on the phone with us and said that shit. We
Yeah,
didn't
she
ask her
told
that.
all of us that, and
She
it
never
wasn't that.
told me
Yeah.
that. Ever. You know why? Because she never told me that. So how could I say something to y'all that she never told me and I never cared about? And I never questioned her on and I never gave a fuck. Stupid
Yeah.
dog.
I
Yeah.
never. I ain't
Oh
asked that
God.
lady. Oh, What about your daughter? I got one child. I ain't man, lady. Stop it, Mister
And
Warner. You
then
know
for
I.
her to lie and say I was questioning a bitch, I hardly even said shit to you on the phone. So how the fuck can I question you about
So
anything?
you could dox her. Go ahead, come on, make that make sense.
Come on, fucking
Like,
make that. Man,
you
get the
such
fuck
a
up out of
G,
here.
Mister Warner. You such a G. You man. If I had been asking you about your personal business and you thought something like that, you would have been stopped talking. So don't do that. And that's all I'm gonna say. That's it. That's
Yo,
all.
I got
I
another
wish,
timestamp. They said
Lord
we was trying to
Jesus.
be funny. One timestamp 150 that we couldn't connect the phone call because someone right. We was trying to connect it. Everybody was trying to work together to connect
Mr.
You
it.
Warner couldn't connect it. The phone call. That's the reason I did.
She probably
Remember?
yeah.
had too many
And
people
John
on her
Frank
She
could
line,
was
connect
trying
it.
to connect
And
that
I didn't know
call.
nobody number. Yeah.
Right.
And I didn't know nobody number. So
And I connected it.
and there
And
was
she
nothing
kept
yeah.
saying,
nefarious about that. Everybody was working
Okay.
together to try to connect the call. There was nothing funny about
Okay.
that at all.
One more thing. Who hung up the phone call? Who got off the phone first?
Mr. Warner.
Oh, okay then. Cause don't
yeah.
say I hung up the phone call. I ain't hang up shit.
No,
I
she
couldn't have
hung
hung up
up.
shit. Cause I didn't three-way no damn call in. You hung up the phone.
Yeah, she hung up.
And for the record, y'all never said nothing about Vaughn wanting to be. Yeah, I already said this a million times, but y'all never told me Vaughn. Y'all didn't want Vaughn on the line, and I could
We
swear on
never,
my
why would
kids
we say
that
we
y'all
didn't
never
want to
told me
talk
that.
to our own friend and it was about us?
Exactly.
That
But
don't even
talk to
make
Mr.
sense.
Warner.
And
Why
I
we
could
have
put
to
it
go
on
through
my
Mr.
kids
Warner?
that y'all didn't tell me that, and I didn't tell Mr. Warner that. I could put it on my kids. I didn't tell Mr. Warner that. I could put it on my kids that you didn't tell me that.
The
So
only
I don't
thing
know
I
how
said
she came up with this.
I wasn't going on no damn panel and I wasn't doing no damn
You
live
said you
stream.
weren't doing
That's
no
what I said.
private live because they get recorded. Period.
Yeah.
That's the only
And I
thing you
said I wasn't
said.
getting up there.
And that's it. That's all.
And why
And
would I
then
go to Vaughn's panel and tell her to squash it the day I'm getting the tattoo if I didn't want her on the call?
I don't know.
That don't make no sense.
I'm
So I
just
could go to
done.
her panel, click her link, and tell her to squash it, shut your live down. Let's all squash it in the background. But I can't ask her to get on the line with all of us so we can all see who's lying. I
I'll
want to
be
get us
trying.
all in the same room so we could all figure out what's what. That's it.
Right, right. And we try that's when we start trying to connect the call and not be on the private thing. But I'm gonna get off, y'all. Um, and that's it. That's all. I'm not talking about this no more. I don't care at this point. I really don't. Believe what you want to believe
Yes,
about
sis.
me. I had already said they was gonna make me the villain in this story, and I'm good with that. I'm good
And
with that.
Vons, I
And
wasn't
y'all,
saying
I'm getting off,
expose
y'all.
you. And I wasn't saying expose you about them text messages. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And it got nothing to do with no damn text message. And I'm done. Y'all can go keep on spinning the narrative and telling all the goddamn lies. But I'm done with it. I'm
I got a
through.
clear plan for you though. The timestamp 212. I was
Uh,
copping pleas on Too Strong. This is what Fool Boy said to you. And I'm glad you
yeah,
asked them questions. Who, what, where, when, how? What did he say? He couldn't tell you
uh,
nothing, but why don't you go ask him? You're the only one
I'm
that knows about
asking.
this. I don't know what you're talking about. So you're the only one that could give the answer on this because you made it the fuck up. That's what I say.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yo, copping
I
pleas for
appreciate
what?
that.
Yo, that's crazy that he said that. Yo, he looks like such a liar to me. He don't know nothing about.
Mhm.
I'm coming out right now, Boogie. I love you. He don't know nothing about nothing, and he over here telling you that he's trying to make a division to make it seem like I'm talking bad about you. What reason would I have to talk bad about you? And what lie? The only you know what's funny? The only thing I told him was I didn't even tell him that. So I don't even know. So I don't even let that motherfucker tell it because I'm not gonna help his lies. You get me too strong? I'm not even gonna make something up
Yeah,
for him. You feel me?
yeah,
Let that motherfucker come
yeah,
up with his lies and see how stupid he
yeah.
look. But I can put it on my son that he's fucking lying. And that's it. And that's what I'm gonna do every time you motherfuckers lie on me to that point. You feel me? Because my word
Yeah.
always been bond and my word never been in question. Not even them have ever questioned me when I gave my word. So why now? Y'all never questioned me whenever
Mhm.
I gave my word. Fuck out of here. All right, so it's timestamp 213. I'm almost done. I only got two more. Var said, Mimi said, but UP said after that, she got mad at me for believing whatever UP said. Mimi hears that she supposedly believes. And that led to Vaughn believing too strong in Mimi is talking about me. They believing everything UP says against me. And then I wrote, you can't make this shit up. Vaughn tells herself. All right, so basically, Vaughn got paranoid. And whatever she said about UP, I already said it. It basically made her believe that y'all was talking to her and talking about her in regards to her talking to dudes. You could check the timestamp 213. If anybody thinks I'm lying or I'm saying things wrong, that's why I got the timestamp right there, 213, or go a little bit
She
before
talking
that.
about no niggas. I don't know what she talking about.
Just go
I
watch it.
really honestly don't. Hell, I'm
And
gonna go. I ain't even
I
fuck
shot the
that. I don't even want
timestamps.
to listen to that.
All
I
right,
don't
I'm
even
just
want to.
telling
I
you.
don't even give a damn because it's becoming a whole bunch of other shit. Uh
All right, so this one
uh.
don't got nothing to do with you. This one's 215. Vaughn admits that she did the panel because she thought Gears was gonna curse me out. And when he started talking to me, you know what I'm saying? Who sounds really hateful and vengeful? Because it's like she was happy when she did the panel because she did it on her panel. She's saying that was like the get back for her because I just cursed her out. And Gears was gonna curse me out. That made her happy. So who's really vengeful and trying to divide people and trying to get back vengeance because they feel a certain type of way? All right, 216. I never apologized. I never spoke to Frankie. She did talk to me on the phone call. We already cleared that up. We don't need to go into that one. Gear said playing both sides for what reason? All right, so when Gear says play both sides on me and Too Strong, especially since why would I? All right, so I said why would I turn on Mr. One if she was telling the truth? Did you feel like I was trying to get you against Gears, Mr. One or Vaughn?
No.
And I'm gonna
No.
speak for Mimi. I don't think Mimi feels that way. Oh, Mimi's still there. I don't think Mimi feels that way neither. So you guys are coming to conclusions by yourself because the source is too strong. The source is John. The source is Vaughn. I mean, Mimi. They
Yeah.
could tell you if I was trying to turn them. And honestly, if I really wanted to turn them against at least Mr. Warner, I could because I don't know shit about the other two. But you know what I'm saying? It's like I didn't even do that. So when you accuse me of doing that, and I know I could do it so easily, makes me look at you like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's it. The
Yeah.
next one is 219. How was I telling Mimi Vaughn was the worst person in the world when me and Mimi stopped talking for our own separate reasons? We cleared that one. 220.
Yeah.
Gears is still trying to tell. This is a 220 when he's still trying to tell you his storyline. He's trying to
Yeah.
tell. This is when he dropped off the panel. Believes he has nothing to do with nothing, doesn't have nothing, but he thinks Vaughn's live was clearing his name. Wait, hold on. Let me read that again. He was
Um,
still trying to punish people. No, he was just basically trying to convince you that y'all took the bait and people are going with this narrative about Vaughn and breaking up friendships. Yo, bro, that happened before you even came around. These are other people that have nothing to do with this situation that had this similar experience with her. And you gonna say that everybody's falling into that when basically that was their own experience with her. You can't change history. You can't change Vaughn's history. The same way you lined up the last five people I had an argument, the last five people relationships that she got into the middle of that had the same outcome as this one, some messy ass pot stirring shit. It's the same thing. You charged it? Oh, that's crazy. Give me a second. I'm about to be done in 2 minutes. I'm just trying to wrap this up because I'm too strong. I'm sorry I even put my time into this. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because
'cause
it's so
it's
fucking
dumb
stupid.
at this.
But I
It's
hate it.
dumb at this point. And
Yeah.
then when you just blatantly just lie, you ain't telling the truth. Hell, I'm not finna be tired, man. I was up. I took 2 hours of sleep, and they was still live. I was like, what the fuck?
Yo, thank God I went to sleep at 9 o'clock last night. I missed everything.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I
Uh-uh.
woke up. I'm like, what the fuck? I see like three. I see a 5 hour. I said, I can't watch all this shit. Somebody please call me. Somebody, I can't do
Yeah.
this shit. And I still ended up
Yes, that
trying
shit.
to watch this
That
shit.
shit was crazy. Oh hell no. It was crazy.
I think that's all of them. Let me see, 20, 50. I never told Mimi. Mr. Warner talked about her. That's a fact. I couldn't even. Mr. Warner knows she never talked about Mimi to me. So how could I tell Mimi? And I'm telling you in front of everybody, I never told Mimi that you said anything bad about her, which goes to my point that I wasn't trying to divide nobody from nobody. If she listen, I swear to God that if we would have went in the back and tried to squash it, and we all would have tried to squash it and not try to figure shit out, that's what I was with. I swear to God that once I felt like Mimi was trying to be blamed, I felt like Mr. Warner was trying to blame Mimi. I don't know why. I felt like Mr. Warner already knew she was lying, so I had to roll with Mimi and Too Strong because I was gonna roll with whoever was telling the truth. Mr. Warner was no longer my friend no more, and I wasn't gonna roll with her because she was not telling the truth. Now, even if she was my friend and she wasn't telling the truth, I would have cleared it up for her, but I never would have blamed Too Strong and Mimi because they had no blame in the situation. I didn't even blame Vaughn in the situation. I didn't even blame really Mr. Warner because her lies had nothing to do with nothing to me. I blamed her because the nefarious way she was acting and the way it looked at like she was the one puppeteering everything. That's the way it looked at to me. You feel me? And I felt that in my heart. And honestly, I knew Too Strong and Mimi was telling the truth. So what the fuck you want me to do? Roll with my friend, my ex-friend that lied on me, and then thinks I'm gonna roll with them, and they're lying on two people that's telling the truth that didn't go with the bandwagon and fucking do shit against me and all of that. Come on, bro. This is clear cut to me. To me, it's clear cut. I know somebody lying. I'm still not trying to make them the bad guy, but I'm also not gonna make Mimi the bad guy so you can save face. That's how I feel about the situation. You should have just owned your shit, took accountability for your wrongs in the situation, and this shit never would have went for. If you would have said, "Yo, my bad for that, Too Strong. My bad for that, me," you ain't even owe me a my bad at that point. You know what I'm saying? So it would have just been, you know what I'm saying, or maybe for accusing me of turning people against you. But if she would have took accountability and said, "Yo, my bad for acting funky in the last whatever amount of time," would you have accepted that and it would have been over with? Not
Mm.
being friends, but the shit would have been done if she would have just took accountability for the bullshit that
I
she
was
told me.
done. I was done before then. We didn't even have to talk no more. It wasn't nothing to be discussed. We said what we said and it was finished. You get what I'm saying? But
The
when
next day
people
after
blowing
that
shit up,
panel, I know that they started talking. What did I tell y'all on the phone? I'm like, leave them the fuck alone. She looked like a liar about herself. The more she keep going
uh,
up there talking, she's doing us a favor because she's showing everybody that she's fucking lying by changing her stories. I don't even want to
right,
do nothing to her because I feel bad for her that she's going out bad like that. I was trying to tell you, just
no.
think, not saying that y'all was going to, but just in case it was in y'all mind to finish her the fuck off for lying, which I had the right to because she lying on y'all. Y'all didn't feel
It
like
is
continuing
today,
the shit
Nanya.
after Moneyboy Trade panel. Y'all didn't feel like continuing the shit. But if
Yeah,
y'all
it
did,
ends
I was
today,
like, y'all just
Nanya.
let up off of her.
It ends today. I'm done with it. I'm not finna argue this shit no more. I see people ain't gonna tell the truth, and people gonna believe who they want. They gonna believe who they fuck with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, oh, I
My
mean,
whole thing is,
I'm tired.
yeah, I know you've been telling the truth through the whole thing. That's why
Yeah.
I have no nothing with saying Too Strong's telling the truth. Because if you knew what I knew and you was in my position, y'all would know who the fuck is telling the truth and who's not. So that's it and that's all. And they not calling me liars because they know I'm telling the truth. So my whole thing is, whatever they want to believe to make themselves feel better about why somebody's not talking to them, that's what they choose to believe. They're trying to clean it up. Still, months later, still trying to figure out how to clean up a situation from how many situations have happened after that. And they still trying to clean up that one situation for her so she could save
Yeah.
face. Stop
Yeah.
it. Just let it go.
Right.
My bad for
Right.
holding you up this long and even,
I'm
I
good.
hate this dumb shit because honestly, is we could be doing some really good content. I'm easily
Right.
distracted. Now you got Too Strong on the shit. Too Strong was actually trying to stop me from even responding to this. She said she really got mad at me for responding to this dumb shit. Because guess
And
what? It
now
was
look at me.
interfering with the goal. The goal was to make content
Look
on
at me.
YouTube.
Right.
And I
Right.
fucked it up because I'm cool with them, and just being connected to them, they're kind of still connected to the bullshit just by me feeding into it and keeping it going. And I get
Right.
everybody's side of this shit. But yo, I don't like to be antagonized when I genuinely want to leave shit alone. I could move without them and be great without them. I don't think they could be great
Right.
without me. That's how I feel.
Right. Right.
That's my opinion. Don't make it fact, but it makes it John's opinion. Feel me? Now let me get back to my son. Now give these people more time than I should have. And honestly, they took 2 hours out of my fucking day writing all that stupid shit when I know it's all fucking lies. That's the shit that get me tight with them. I could blank out on y'all, make you start stabbing up the fucking oven, make Gears question his sexuality, and make Tawana flip her fucking wig and do community reports all week. I'm not doing that to y'all. All right? So just chill before that happens to y'all. Because
Read
y'all the
what
puppet
none you
masters,
wrote.
not
My
me.
vision kind of blurry. Read what
Well,
none you wrote. My vision kind of blurry.
man, these motherfuckers is
It's,
puppet
it's,
masters.
it's done
That's
from my
y'all.
heart. The narrative of you turning people against people, of using or using people to get at people, is because you're drunk. As came out here and said you used your grandma to get at your ex mama. Okay.
No, let me explain that though. Let me explain that. She knows that UP is a little bit paranoid, right? Especially when it comes to me. So she keeps saying, "Yeah, UP, you think John's your friend? Watch when he gets all of y'all." What? And she kept saying that, fucking with UP's paranoia, right? So if you gonna fuck
Mhm.
with her when it comes to me, I hit you with a Uno reverse. I hit you with the Uno
Yeah.
reverse, and you can't respect it. I'm playing your game. I'm beating you at your game with your rules. The only difference is I'm keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you said, yo, John's gonna play them. You want her to feel a certain type of way towards me and look at me a certain way. So I hit you with that one to make you feel stupid. I played into what you believe. If that's what you believe, then fuck it. Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, UP's my great grandmother and my grandmother and she fucked you up. That's how it's supposed to be. I'm playing their game. It's like if they say I'm the Illuminati, I'm gonna start throwing up some triangles or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm fucking with them. That's
She's
all.
sick of this
And they,
shit. She can't take this shit no more. We need to be doing this shit and start having fun so she can goddamn laugh. She tired of
I,
this
I'm
shit.
I'm willing to let it go with no apology whenever they willing to let it go. But I just don't want to be made out to be the one that's dividing people in the background or the one that's passive, the one that's going in between people saying you shouldn't fuck with them or putting people. I'm not doing that with nobody. With nobody. I don't have to. So once you
Right.
start accusing me of that shit, y'all stop accusing me of shit I didn't do. And guess what? I don't give a fuck no more. I'm over this shit. I don't care who's right, who's wrong. It don't even matter to me. That's overrated. It's frustrating. It's time consuming. That's it. You
Mhm.
feel me? It's
Mhm.
wasted energy. That's all it is.
Yeah, it
That's
really
all.
is.
Yeah. So whenever
It
they ready
really
to really let it go, cold turkey, wherever it's at, I can let it go. But just don't do it with the accusations. Because when we did let it go the first time, Vaughn came back out here with Veer Gears came back out here and cleared my name and da 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 da. You should have just left it where it was. Dumbass is trying to spike energy out of you. Stop letting them
uh
do that. Just leave it where it's at. You want to be right so bad. Just be right quietly. You feel me? That's it.
that's right. And the only
Yeah,
person
because
that
if
can
you
wish
be
call
right
it ain't gonna
loudly, I'm
be
gonna
bad for
defend
you.
myself.
And you know what? I promise I'm not gonna put shit out because people will really hate me. The shit that I can put out, they'll
Yo,
hate me,
don't
and I'm not
put
gonna
nothing
do
out on that girl because you know what? That's what's stuck
it.
in her head. That's what got her so paranoid. So maybe if you
Yeah,
say you won't do it, salute. Maybe she'll
I'm
stop
not.
acting the way she act because she
I'm
thinks
not.
that this is what you want to do, and this is how I
Uh-uh.
think. If you really
I
want to
don't
do
want to
some
do it. But
shit,
if
and I
you
don't
keep
even know
poking with
you,
me, but if you keep poking with me and keep fucking with me, and you just won't leave me alone, you got this bitch over here lying. You got this other slow ass bitch coming out here. Don't know what she fucking talking about. It pushes me to that fucking point.
and
Cause
that's
y'all
I
keep
feel
fucking
you.
talking and you're not fucking correcting the shit. So that makes me want to do it. But I don't want individuals to look at me motherfucking different. You get what I'm saying?
I
So just
overstand
leave
you.
leave me the fuck alone. That's all I'm asking. Leave me the fuck alone and quit lying on me. And I won't force to have to tell the truth on you. Period.
Bingo. Don't lie
So
on me, and I won't have to tell the truth on you. That's my favorite line.
yeah. Mm-mm,
Look,
don't go.
look,
No.
we gonna listen, Nanya. Just know everything I'm saying is a fact, and put it in your notes. Cause listen, if you was really fair, you would be on your shit, busting them out on all their lives. But I guess you on vacation
No,
right
you
now.
say fuck that shit. She ain't got time. Her
No,
damn
no, she's
head
not. I don't
hurt.
like that friend shit. I need the fair Nunya. I don't need that friend Nunya. I don't need a friend right now, Nunya. I need you to be fair,
No,
Nunya.
you ain't
I
got
know
time for
Nunya
that
know
shit.
who
She said,
I am. I know
no,
Nunya
you
know
said
who I am,
y'all
and I know
already
she
didn't
got all
put
the videos.
no, you said y'all already put enough gray hairs on her pussy. She ain't got time to
Look,
be fucking around with y'all.
listen.
Mm.
I know Nunya got every video I need to prove that I'm right. You know what I'm saying? I know that. I know she got it. She just don't want to get involved. But I know she got the timestamp. If I just need a video, I know she got it. She just don't want to help me win this one and prove that I'm right. You feel me? That's all. She being two in the middle. Two in the middle when you know niggas is lying. That's all I'm saying. If you know niggas is lying, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it fair square. They're allowed to lose too. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be John taking all the L. They could hold this L real quick. They earned it. They deserved it. It's a capital L. I'm holding it in the middle of their forehead right now. And so I'm just take it with you, motherfucker. Just take it with you. You know what I'm saying? Brainwash little boy. All right, now I can read the chat. The whole situation feels immune and counterproductive, shaking my head. Groups of characters with mismatched personalities tried to make a group and it exploded the end. That makes sense. It could be that too though, in a nutshell. In a nutshell. But you know what it is? It's too much I feel like the storyline is exactly what it is and no more. Just some simple ass shit. But is dealing with people that have you know what I'm saying? When certain people don't got the answers that they want, they put more to it than it is, and you don't have to. These motherfuckers is putting paint where it ain't just because they don't have the answers. I ain't had the fucking answers, but look. Anyway, hey, let me get up off here. I'm gonna let y'all.